I'm so excited that you've made it all the way to week 4 of our Automation Foundations Bootcamp. Week 4 is where we start to stack on the foundational knowledge that we've built in these last 3 weeks as we work towards our first unguided Automation Challenge project. I quickly want to do a recap of some of the key points from week 3 that we'll be continuing to build on now that we're in week 4. First off, we saw that the concepts of repetition and selection could be used together through the process of nesting. We then did a paired programming exercise that I hope you were able to build along with me. In that build, we introduced the concept of steps, and we talked about the fact that steps enable us to really create an outline for our logic of what we want to build. Those steps help to guide us for what we built. We created an automation to log into a web application. Then we used repetition to loop through all of the data from the HTML table. And we used selection to write only some of that data to a CSV file. Watching and listening to someone break down a problem, then go through the process of designing a solution, and ultimately turning that solution into a fully built and tested automation is a great way to learn to think like a developer. So I hope you found that exercise helpful. This week, we're going to be shifting gears a bit, and the lesson plan focuses more on some of the most commonly used Automation Anywhere packages, some of which you've used already. We're going to learn how to use the browser package to launch browser sessions. We'll jump into using the recorder package to interface with web applications, and then we'll talk some about variables in Automation Anywhere and how we can both store and retrieve data. We round out this week's sessions with a course on the CSV TXT package so we can learn to log to a file, as well as a session on the loop package where we'll talk a bit more about looping. Now, the reason that each session this week is laser focused on a particular package is because this is your first introduction into a learning methodology that we call automation skill stacking. Automation skill stacking enables users to build on the already acquired foundational knowledge by learning some of the packages that are most commonly used by automation developers. So, you've gone through a series of these distinct topics. This week, you'll be going through some package-specific courses. Next week, you're then met with a real-world automation challenge that's designed to mirror the complexities that you'll encounter in the field, at which point you're tasked with essentially putting these distinct skills together in order to solve a real automation challenge. In this case, that challenge will be a special Bot Games challenge designed specifically to complement the materials in this Bootcamp. Think of it as your Bootcamp capstone project. We'll give you a problem to solve. You will have already been trained on all of the skills you need to complete it, and then it's up to you to put those skills to use in order to complete the challenge. So that's coming next week. But for this week, I would say make sure you check out each of the package-specific courses, preparing to be hands-on and working alongside us as each session has an exercise for you to try out. Great content this week. I'm really excited for you to get hands-on with it, and I'm even more excited for you to put it all together next week for our Bot Games challenge. Until then, thanks for watching and go be great.